Hello, all you beautiful drywall people out in internet land. I am both humbled and honored to bring you our 150th episode of the Drywall Podcast. Today, we have a cleanly episode of the Drywall Podcast and a youthful Eli Smallwood out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. At just 23 years of age, Eli owns his own company, and we talk about that, but we also talk about how his father has been an endless source of inspiration for him, despite maybe having lost something.
So he skipped a stop sign. He was turned around, actually, like messing with me, and I was in the back right corner of the truck.
Okay.
He ran the stop sign because he didn't notice, and he got T-boned, and he got ejected from the seat because he didn't have his seatbelt on. So that's why we always tell people, wear your seatbelt.
Yeah.
And then actually he would have been fine. Well, the scaffolding and the mud and stuff flew out of the bed of the truck and landed on him. So that's what caused his injuries mainly. But he would have been fine if the hospital would have caught his blood clot. And so he went into the hospital and he was like, guys, my leg's cold. And they just kept putting blankets on it. So that's how he lost his. So instead of listening to the patient, they made him lose his leg because his leg was cold and had a blood clot.
We talk about patching and how quality patchwork can have more than monetary rewards. We also talk about the delicate nature of training your ex-girlfriend's brother, but we also talk about a shift Eli has had recently now that has enabled him to be more open with his posts on social media. We talk about pushing through fear even though you might get judged. Sit back, relax, and breathe in a bit of youthful optimism on this, the 150th episode of the Drywall Podcast. Today's episode of the Drywall Podcast and all of the episodes of the Drywall Podcast in the month of October are brought to you by our friends at Mudskip. I would like to give them a huge welcome for sponsoring their first show on the Drywall Podcast. They've also been huge proponents of Fresco Harmony and the Drywall Podcast, and if they did nothing more than that, it would be enough for me. I'm doubly excited because Mudskip is a product I've been using for a long time and I happen to enjoy. You can add this powder material to any existing batch of ready-mix joint compound and transform an ordinary, boring pail of joint compound into a more plaster-esque form, which enables you to achieve wet-on-wet coats. You don't even need to sand, theoretically. I use it with Fresco Harmony, and it's pretty badass. You can see videos where I'm doing just that. Also, a disclaimer for all you naysayers out there, Mudskip does have an SDS sheet. It is available on their website, and I really wouldn't promote a product unless I had done some vetting myself. Rest assured, it's pretty cool. Don't take my word for it, though. You can try Mudskip by visiting their website, mudskip.com. You can ask me questions, info@frescoharmony.com, and I will try to answer the best I can. Also, check out my episode with owner Sheila Cross, episode 120 on the Drywall Podcast. She's kind of a badass herself and is a good friend of mine as well. But for now, person named Eli Smallwood on the 150th episode of the Drywall Podcast. Let's get into it.
Hey there, Nick. How you doing?
Look at that setup.
This is my brother's, man. My brother's been doing YouTube, or like he's tried YouTube when he was younger, but he got into gaming with his friends and stuff. So he's got all this set up, and I was just like, hey, can I use that in like a half hour?
Beautiful. Your audio is on point, sir.
Dude, awesome. See, this is all just crap, but I just have access to this. Like I have no. I was on the phone with him 2 minutes ago, having him walk me through even just where to plug the headphones in. Like that's how out
Done.
of computer stuff I am. So
Beautiful. Well,
that's awesome. Yeah.
I wouldn't say you're out of it. I would say you're into it.
Yeah.
Eli Smallwood out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Elite.
Ni-
Eli.te.
Nice to meet you, Nick. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, good to meet you, bud. Eli, sort of, I noticed you because just because of your presence on Instagram. And I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. And then I said, sometimes I'll test people. I'll be like, hey, it's Durabon dummy or whatever, and like, see if they're like get pissy. I don't know. And you didn't. You
Try.
got it right. You got it right away. So I was like, oh, he'd probably be a pretty good guest.
Nice. Nice.
Unbeknownst to me, you're young, and we talked on the phone a little bit, and this is new. That maybe this whole social
Very,
media exploration.
very, very new. Actually, I used to not make fun of my brother, but not understand why he enjoyed doing it. But I tried it this month. I was like, you know what? I'm done caring because actually I had a hand surgery. So that's
Okay.
why I had a hand surgery just over a month ago now, and it made me
Okay.
like, you know what? There's so much more to life that I need to learn than just finishing drywall. So it really made me slow down and like take care of my tools. That's why I bought a work trailer now. Is like I need to take care of my stuff so that I can show other people how to do it properly if I do get injured. So
Smart.
that's what motivates. Because my dad actually lost his leg doing drywall too. So
How did
that's
he
that.
lose his leg doing drywall?
Uh, me and me and him, we skipped church on Sunday morning when I was two on accident. Well, we got our priorities wrong there, so we don't say it was a punishment, but
The Lord took your dad's leg.
we don't like to say that because we don't believe exactly. But in a way,
Oh my
it helps.
God.
It helped both of us slow down and realize that everything is bigger than us. And what's crazy is this happened to me at 22. I'm about to turn 23 on the 5th, so tomorrow.
Baby. Oh, happy
And
birthday.
thank you. Yeah, yeah, just another lap around the earth to me, but yeah,
Yeah.
glad to be here. And my dad, he had this happen to him around the age of 22. He lost his leg at 22. So that's why I was like, you know what? Why can't I try to do what my dad did, but more because he had the limitation of not being able to. He was still flying up scaffolding, hanging drywall, missing a leg. Like that kind of stuff inspired me
Yeah.
to try to because people want to be their dads. They want to make their dads proud. Look at what I got to live up to. That's kind of what I
Yeah.
realized last month. Is I
We all know drywallers are badasses. How did it happen though? How did if you don't
oh
mind?
yeah, sorry. No, we he skipped a stop sign
There's a
on
kitty.
accident.
I see a
Yeah.
kitty.
My
What
brother's cat.
who's
I don't even know its name, but dude, this thing is so chill. It just hangs out with like I don't even live here. It's just like, oh,
what's
are
his
you
name? Look
um
at that cat.
let's see. Phoenix. Phoenix the
Phoenix.
cat. My
Shout
brother
out
has
to Phoenix.
Phoenix is one of the good ones, It just like
Yeah, he's a good kitty.
doesn't
That's all right.
even
He can
care.
hang out. He can hang out.
He'll be
Also,
joining us.
let's get your bro's name.
Trenton, my brother's Trenton. Yeah,
Trenton.
so
Shout out to Trenton.
yeah, he's awesome, man. He's been really helpful for me through the years, so
Cool.
appreciate him.
And Trenton is a social media person,
No, no, he just had a son actually, so that's what they're focusing on right now is their son. So
but
really
I mean,
exciting.
he's astute with social media. He does YouTube and
He
stuff.
he used to when he was in his teenage years doing
Okay.
Minecraft, mostly Minecraft and video gaming and stuff.
Okay.
So that grew his love to. And so I have no idea what any of this means. I'm looking at a G-Force RTX. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, he's got some gear. He's got like a little
yeah.
bit of gear. My stuff's cheap. I'm also a cheap bastard. Like it works,
I don't.
I'm
I don't know if you saw me in my video yesterday when I was just messing around with my work trailer. I was
yeah,
instead of like buying a tripod, I'm just duct taping my phone to the roof of my trailer. I'm like, that's the kind of budget I got, so I'm
love
gonna
it.
make it work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and I
Well,
still get the same shots.
I think people get too caught up in, oh, it's got to be just right. It's got to be this. It's got to be that. And it doesn't. This is a $30 mic setup. It's the same setup that I bought just for the hell of it. $30 on Amazon with the arm.
Dude, that's awesome. That's all. That's exactly how I've ever shopped. So like anything nice that I have is stuff that people have been kind enough to give me. And I'm like, well, thanks. But I mean, so that's what I'm trying to do with my work trailers. I'm having small companies try to send me stuff so that I'm able to bring them onto job sites. So like, let me show you an example here. This company out of Battle Creek has this patented. It's a patented thing that they sent me. It sharpens all types of construction blades. So this little wheel does circular saw, sawzall blades, and then this one does oscillating saw blades.
Kitchen knives.
Dude, I made a video. I sharpened like one of those steel L corner things that my grandpa had, so like it's a real metal, and I put teeth on it, dude. It was crazy.
I saw that video. That's pretty cool. Why? My only criticism with the video was, why is he trying to, like, does this? I didn't really understand that it was a sharpening machine. Maybe I wasn't paying it close enough attention.
Okay.
But what was your reasoning behind putting teeth on the L? It was the L,
Yeah, like a corner tool.
a measurer.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even know it. I just found it in my garage. So basically, what I was doing is I said in the beginning, I was like, I'm gonna find fun ways to advertise your product. So at the end of that video, I said, look at what this can do to this solid steel. Imagine what it can do to something that was actually designed to be a blade. So like I brought this super dull, like no teeth on it.
Yeah,
Maybe
there you go.
So I'm gonna record a video with that later, putting brand new teeth on it. Like
Okay,
I purposefully ground off the teeth so I can put brand new ones on there.
there you go.
So that's the
And
kind
so
of demonstrations I'm doing.
you and your Instagram page, if people want to go see these clever videos, it is, what's your handle, real quick?
I'm trying to get it changed to Elite Drywall, but currently it is the Crack Dealer, also Elite Drywall. Okay, that one is correct. The ELI.
I feel like you should leave it. I feel like you should leave it the Crack Dealer, because that like captured my attention.
Yeah,
That's just my 2 cents. And I always joke about how drywallers are crackheads on the Drywall podcast.
yeah.
You know, and part of it's not joking. Part
Exactly.
of
No,
it's kind of
it's
joking.
exactly. No, I think it's the TikTok one that I was trying to change. I actually almost have 500 followers on that one, so that one's doing
Beautiful. Nice.
about 5 times as good as the Instagram one that you even found. So
People kick ass on TikTok, and I think I could too if I put a little more energy into it. I don't know why I like Instagram so much. Maybe it's my like Gen X
yeah.
mentality.
So
I don't know.
I actually started recording the videos on TikTok because I'm not good at editing, but their editing software in there is simple enough for me to use. It's like the same reason
Yeah.
I own an iPhone over an Android is I'm not smart enough
Yeah.
to understand it. So I'm
Yeah.
like, with TikTok, I'm able to just stop the video and
Well,
record
let me
somewhere
stop
else.
you. iPhones are better than Android phones.
They are a lot simpler.
We can
I
put that.
enjoy using
We
them.
can put that to bed to bed right now. If you have an Android out there, just get yourself an iPhone. Do all of us a favor. Get yourself an iPhone.
Let me send you better photos. I hate that it gets
Um,
downgraded.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into it a little bit. Eli, you and I had a pretty good conversation on the phone. I still need to know how your dad lost his leg.
Yes.
It's an important part of the story.
So he skipped a stop sign. He was turned around actually, like messing with me, and I was in the
Okay.
back right corner of the truck.
Okay.
He ran the stop sign because he didn't notice, and he
Okay.
got T-boned, and he got ejected from the seat because he didn't have his seatbelt on. So that's why we always tell people wear your seatbelt.
Yeah.
And then actually he would have been fine. Well, the scaffolding and the mud and stuff flew out of the bed of the truck and landed on him. So that's what caused his injuries mainly. But he would have been fine if the hospital would have caught his blood clot. And so he went into the hospital and he was like, guys, my leg's cold. And they just kept putting blankets on it. So that's how he lost his. So instead of listening to the patient, they made him lose his leg because his leg was cold and had a blood clot.
That sucks. Did you guys have like a lawsuit over that?
No, all the paperwork they have to protect themselves is ridiculous. So we were just glad he takes humor in it now. He has a one-legged YouTube channel for his side-by-side racing. He's Limitless Racing on YouTube.
Side by side.
So it's these off-road machines that we take racing and jumping. I send them like 30 feet in the air. We race them. We flip them over. We have a great time.
Shut up. I think I know what you're talking
Oh
about. Like those,
no.
like the oversized four wheeler
Yeah, with the
with the
harnesses,
with the
the
rack.
turbos. Oh yeah, we race
Okay,
those things and we break them.
really
Oh yeah,
cool.
we love breaking those things.
Almost like I'm thinking of Baja.
Yeah,
Almost that badass, but
so we
not
do
quite.
that. Yeah,
You
we're
do
not that
Baja?
level. Not that level. No, those guys are
Yeah.
insane. Some of the guys
Bat.
that some of the guys we're connected to, they run YouTube channels. Like we talk to the Dirt Dudes guys. Those guys are pretty sweet. We hang out with them.
Yeah.
They've got big connections in the side by side world. So that's the kind of stuff that we're connected to,
It
thankfully.
would have been cool if your dad did one-legged ride motorcycle though, but like race with I think I've seen it where there's like racing with a sidecar and a
Oh yeah.
motorcycle.
Dude, he used to ride before we got into side by sides. We actually rode quads. So
Okay.
he'd be on a quad and he would just hit a bump so hard he would get bucked off and we'd just see him like tumbling into the woods and then he would stand up and go, "Woo! Let's do it again." Like
So
that's just the
he hasn't had his leg for quite some time. If you were 2 years old, it's probably been like
20
20.
20
Okay.
years.
All
Yep.
right. Very cool.
Yeah.
But he's a drywall guy. So he was the first generation drywaller in your family.
Correct. Yeah, he started his company when he was, I believe, 16 or younger, and so that inspired me to
Okay.
do the same.
And he's how old is your dad?
He's early 40s.
Okay.
He's younger.
He's younger than me. You could be
Yeah.
my kid. That's crazy.
Exactly. That's what people see me on job sites and they're like, "Are you sure you know what you're doing?" And I'm like, I know what I'm doing because this is all I've done for the last 10 years of my life. So that's why
Yeah.
I have skill in it.
Okay, so you started helping out maybe spot screws and doing stuff like that at a young age for your
Hmm.
dad.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Cool.
I started doing stuff with his repair crews because I really like the repair aspect of it because it takes more patience and not I don't want to say it takes more skill than finishing drywall, but at the end of the day, you can run your mud box like that's so easy. I love doing houses because that's fun and it's just satisfying. But when it comes to the repair work, you have to figure out a lot more aspects, which is just something that I love challenging in my brain. So I
Yeah.
love showing up to these
Patching,
huge
right?
house. Yeah, patchwork is kind of
Yeah.
what I specialize in.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it. There's an aspect of it with Fresco Harmony. I do patches a lot, and they're like kind of like they're cringy.
Oh yeah.
There's an aspect of cringiness to patches because people are picky. They want the
Hmm.
patches to be good. I go in and I'm always setting expectation like, dude, because it's color. It's color.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you have to go corner to corner. Sometimes you
Yeah.
patch and they see it, but they're cringy. They're like, I don't
Yeah.
want to do. All the fiber of my being is like, I don't want to do this. And then
Hmm.
you get there, you go through the motions, you do the patch, and interesting thing is I feel better after I do patches, which is weird. I have this
Hmm.
like feeling of like accomplishment.
I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
I feel it
Yeah.
because it's because so many people try to do patches, and I feel a lot of pride. Not pride in a bad way, but like it makes you feel good when like you show up to a house and somebody already tried fixing it, and they're like, "You can try. Like we don't expect it to be good," and then they're like mind blown by
Yeah.
it.
That's
That's the
great.
type. Like I get like a serotonin boost from that. Like it makes me
Yeah.
so happy. It's not like I'm better than this person. It's just like I feel good. It makes me feel
Yeah.
good.
People, I think they don't realize. I got into it with a client last Friday, which is rare. It's rare for me, but I got into it like bad. And like, I done this person's like entire house. We've had like a relationship spanning a year. And it was like I got done with the office and they were like this one little spot. And it's not about the money, man.
Uh-huh.
I just want like an attaboy, like they
Right.
had new floors. I was like protecting the floors,
Yeah.
go over the top with the patches. You got extra, like I did 5 California patches. Like that's $100 a piece I should be
Right.
charging for those. I threw them in. You know how we are.
Hmm.
And it's like the end of the job. There's like one thing, and it's like, yeah, I want to know about that one thing, but also, dude, throw out an attaboy,
Right. That's what I've
you
been trying to
know?
do. I don't know if you see my training videos for the younger guy I'm trying to train. He's actually
Yes.
he's actually my ex-girlfriend's brother. And
Okay.
we had plans to be engaged 2 separate times. So this kid has plenty reason to be upset with me or not want to talk to me. Like I totally understand it.
I like where this is going.
Him still wanting to be at work with me, like even just after it happened, he was like, "Hey, just so you know, like we're still friends. If you want to like take me to work, I'd love to learn." So like that is something you can't teach. That's why I'm
Weird.
so that's why I'm so patient with him. Is I was like, you can't teach that kind of character to anybody.
Okay,
You
so
can
let's
teach
back
skill.
up. Let's back up. Let's set character aside. You have an ex-fiance.
Almost fiance. She canceled the plans twice on us, but
What do you mean almost fiance?
we had we,
Oh, you
we
were going to propose
I told her when it
and
was gonna happen because she was super anxious. So I was
dude,
like, just see,
her spider senses started perking up and she was like, I can't go through with this.
it's just
I'm not
it's
marrying
just
Eli.
nerves. Yeah, it's just nerves. I mean, she was young too. We were both 20, you know. So I mean, we move on. Exactly. I mean, smart choice. I mean, I don't know what my current wife was thinking, but here we are.
You okay. So but that's a short time period. And also just for clarification, you're still young.
Yeah.
You've gone from 20 to only 22, and in that span, you've separated from the fiance and gotten married.
Yep. And I moved to Washington State for nine
Beautiful.
months. Yeah. So I got out of the
Where,
house.
where
It
at
was a
in
good place.
Washington?
We were south of Seattle by about 2 hours. Twin Cities area. Chehalis.
Chehalis, yeah.
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 I've wrestled in Chehalis.
Really, dude.
I went to high school at Battleground High School
That's
in
so funny.
Vancouver. Yeah.
That's funny, man. This world is so small.
Yeah, it's a small world. Let's talk about this fiance though, because then that's going to get to your helper. Uh, what happened there, if you don't mind my asking? And then we're going to give a big shout out to the wife too. I want to get to that too.
Yeah, it ended up being small things on both ends, and we were both too immature to. I mean, it was mostly me. I looking back, there's a lot of changes that I would have made that it's stuff that I've applied in my current relationship is being able to slow down. And I realized that men and women think differently in a way. Like
Sure, tell me about
as,
it.
as I'm talking, like as you're talking, I'm answering you in my head, so I'm ready to give an answer. We already fixed the problem, like we know what to do, but that's not what they want. So like that's what I had to learn is like we need to
Be
slow
careful
down.
now, Eli. Be careful. You're getting into
Yeah.
delicate water. We do have female listeners,
No,
and
there's my wife is very, very strong. I give her total props. She's actually the reason I'm working on a work trailer right now is her
okay,
tools are actually nicer than mine because she cares enough to slow down and take care of them. She's
smart.
got she's got everything I don't, so that's why she completes me. She makes the organization. She inspired me to do better in that way. So
Nice.
I don't mean slow in like a comprehending way. I mean they're able to put more detail and delicate stuff in,
Yeah.
you know? They
Yeah.
have that they're really special at that. I'm terrible at it, but my wife, she's
Yeah.
really good at it, so
No, it's pretty common. Men want to problem solve, and women are maybe better at listening and absorbing like information.
yeah. It's
Like
not
that
negative.
sort of.
Yeah.
No, no,
It's just something I've
no.
observed.
We're gonna have fun on the podcast. I like to tease and I don't know, joke and stuff. But
Yeah.
this, the fiance, potential brother-in-law relationship, that's interesting. What's his name?
Austin.
Austin, and this is your helper. And you're going on like this sort of like how to teach drywall bent, which that caught my attention too. So you've done a couple things that have actually captured my attention on social media, and I'm always looking really closely at interesting, unique things that people are doing. It fascinates me, but this idea of like videoing and trying to teach somebody how to run or do a butt joint or something, that's really clever, because also it's challenging to find helpers in this space, and so to watch somebody teaching somebody is really clever. I think there should be more of it, honestly.
Yeah, thank you.
So Austin reaches out to you now, and let me back up even further. You guys, I'm gathering you all participate in the same church, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is the church?
Oh, we'd like to keep that disclosed at the moment.
Okay, that's fine. But that's where kind of you all know each other.
Yeah, I don't want to put it out there because we're all imperfect and I'm going to say something that I
Yeah,
don't mean. So I don't want to make that
yeah,
name come back on the church. So it's just a
yeah.
respect thing.
I'm fascinated by religion. Do you watch those like religious documentaries, like on the Rajneeshis and the different like religious sects and like Waco and all that?
I haven't. No, I try to just stick with the Christianity that
Okay.
have learned because I believe it so strongly. But I'm not,
Good.
yeah. Yeah, we're not rude to other people who believe different things because we believe that all people have different understanding on matters. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we love the people. We love everybody we meet. That's why I talk to you like you're my friend. I called
Yeah.
or you called me yesterday or however that worked. And instead of being worried like, oh, this or that, I'm just like, you know what? This is just a human. Let me talk to him like I know the guy already. And it went really,
Sure.
really well.
There's an aspect of your life where you've had a shift from maybe being more shy to being more open. And I would like to talk about that because that's what has enabled you to come onto the social media scene with the
Mhm.
fervor that you have.
Yeah. No, I just started focusing more on mental health and trying to take care of myself better because I started to realize the things that were holding me back were actually what was in my own head. So I started doing research on those things instead of the problems I was having. And I actually started to find answers and things that helped me. So everybody's different, so everybody's going to have different things that help them, but
Yeah.
I'm glad within 1 month I feel like my life has significantly changed for the better. I'm able to think clearly and like long picture. I've never been able to do that before.
That's
So
awesome.
this last month has really, I don't know if it was the hand surgery combined with new things I was trying, because with this, it stopped me for like a week. I cut the artery in my hand, both the tendons. I basically cut
With a razor knife?
with a hedge trimmer. Yeah, gas powered hedge trimmer. I cut both of my fingers off. I was volunteering at church and yeah.
The Lord smote you again. First, first it was missing church, missing church. I don't know what the second one is though, because if you're volunteering at church, you should not get punished for that.
It was probably just me being overconfident.
I'm
I don't think he punishes us. I think we just reap the we don't he doesn't punish us. It's more of just us living through our own choices. Like I chose to
yeah,
go a little bit faster than I
yeah.
probably should have. Like I was overconfident. So, you know,
I'm sorry.
no, it's all good. I learned from it. I try not to focus on the negative aspects. Like I had both of my tendons
I
cut, my
love it.
artery, they actually had to cut my hand open to pull the tendon out of my wrist. And
Beautiful.
within 2 weeks, they were like, yeah, you can use this brace to like keep your fingers straight. And I was like, okay. So if I use it at work, can I use it as a temporary finger? And they were like, what do you mean? I was like, well, my finger can't move in the brace. And they're like, well, that's true. And I was like, so I can use it at work. And they were like, well, I can't tell you not to, but my book says no. And I was like,
Be
all right, well,
careful. Let it heal. Let it heal.
no, I try not to do anything with this hand. That's what gave me the ability to start teaching Austin better is I was like there's things that I can't do right now, but it's simple enough for him to do. So that's why I was like let me show you how to do it so then you can do it for me. And that just kind of spiraled into let me show you what I do.
Right, right. But there was a shift, like I don't want to call it a spiritual shift, but
It was a big mental shift for sure. Mental
yeah,
shift heavily.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you're going from being in one sort of space where I can't, maybe it's self-doubt as well. I can't do it. I can't talk to people. I
Hmm.
can't reach out. This is important too, because there's a lot of people that are fearful of coming on the Drywall
Hmm.
podcast, which is fine. But I want to hear people's story and I want them to realize it's fun and it's not that big a deal and people are curious about other people in the industry and your story helps not only me but other people in the industry, especially young people. I love to have young people on because there's a big shortage of people coming up in the industry, which we can talk about too.
Definitely.
But that in that aspect of you having this shift, uh, you think it was from the hand, but then from the hand you started to look maybe at drywall in a different way. And I'm curious, like why and you had reached out to Austin before that.
Yeah, so he's helped me at work since like I used to just have him come do scrap jobs with me. So he's been helping me for a little bit. But
Okay.
like after I moved to Washington, I just kind of figured he was like mad at me, so I was like, "All right." But then he kept texting me. He's like, "Hey, I can still come to work with you." A big part of the mental shift was when the accident did happen, I was just stuck at home for like 2 weeks, like I told you.
Yeah.
And instead of like mind scrolling on TikTok or like watching the TV all the time,
Yeah.
our church, like I looked into our publications more and I like actually sat down because I had nothing else to do. I've never had that much time to like actually focus on what we like truly believe and how we should treat people. So like between learning more and like actually applying it to my heart, I've actually it's a really big a lot of the reasons I'm successful now is because of how exposed to the Bible I've been in my life. My little AirPods are turning blue from all the blue dye I put in my mud.
Blue dye.
Yeah, so like for my touch-ups and stuff, if I'm doing a whole house, I'll put some blue dye in my mud so I can just because it's already
Okay.
primed when I get there, so just a little bit of something, but it gets on your
Smart. Do you
fingers. So
use like the Never Miss stuff?
so I just do the like DeWalt chop box powder.
Yeah.
It's just easy. It
Yeah.
cleans up pretty fairly.
Yeah. I think it's smart.
I actually learned it from one of our finishers who's in
Mm-hmm.
his 70s now. And
Yep.
the reason he taught me it was because we were working together and he said that it actually helps it dry slightly faster too. Because it's a drier compound, so it like
Oh, there you
helps
go.
it like
Yeah.
absorbs the water faster. And I was like, no, that can't be true. But then I like actually like put them down and I did the same amount and like it actually did dry faster because of the blue dye in it. Like
Yeah.
I don't
Love
know
it.
how it works, but hey, it worked.
Yeah. But kind of like putting quickset in, maybe, a little
Yeah,
bit of quickset.
something like that. Yeah.
Cool. Let's go back to you were digging in. So you got injured. You said to yourself, I'm going to learn a little bit more about why my church is so great. And so
hmm
you went and started to dig in and do a little bit of research about that. And that led to still going back to this shift,
Yeah.
which is why
Well,
we're talking. That's why we're talking right now.
the biggest one that stuck out to me was Elihu and Job. When Job was complaining for days about God not, I don't want to get into specifics because everybody believes differently, but
Sure.
basically the two were arguing and Job was complaining. And Elihu, he sat there and he
You can
listened.
speak freely too. You don't have to care about what anybody
Okay.
thinks on here.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
like say your thing, man, because
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
interested. I don't give a
Okay.
shit if the listeners care or don't care. They can
Okay.
shut it off,
I'm okay.
You're not the first person.
I'll,
And if somebody came on and they wanted to talk about the devil, we could talk about that. I could go toe to toe with somebody about the devil.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, some people can. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay over there. But yes.
We have early episodes. This is a side note where I do like a back and forth with the devil. So the devil does part of my intro and outro, like the actual devil. And then like there's a picture, like I did an art piece of like a devil head, and like so I just put that up, and then the
Uh-huh.
devil's like helping. Hi Nick, and he's like he's very friendly. He's very friendly, and he's like helping, and he hopes he does a good job.
that that takes a lot of character and creativity. That's
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
appreciate about you. So that kind
Yeah,
of stuff
I'm
it
throwing down,
sticks out.
throwing down. I'm giving the devil like some type of weird personality. It's all esoteric, anyways, and I think it all points towards the same thing: do good things, be a good person, don't be a jerk.
Exactly. Dude, I just so like I don't have a huge following, right? But I
Yeah,
called up this dealership, USA Trailer Sales in Wayland, Michigan, and I was like, "Hey, I'd like to advertise for you guys. You're a small company. If you guys make me a deal on a trailer, I'll tell my friends about it. I'll tell my contractors. I'll tell my friends with side by sides. I'm like, we're constantly buying trailers as it is. I'm like, make me a good deal and I'll beat you constant customers. Like that's all it took was a phone call, and they cut me a killer deal on a 7x14 brand new trailer. It
you're
takes
gonna
one.
be you're gonna be a successful person.
Thanks, man.
Um, Job.
Yes. So Job was complaining in Elihu. He sat there and he listened the whole time. And when he did finally, wait, when he finally got his chance to speak, he spent like 7 scriptures just like reassuring him that what he was saying wasn't coming from himself. It wasn't because he was better than him. He was like, what I'm saying is because I truly care and love for you. And then he explained why he was wrong. And then he finished it with some more kindness. So it's really, that's how I try to take my teaching and how I talk to people now is like, you can correct people, but do it in a kind way. So like with his teaching, I'll laugh at him, but I laugh funnily. And then I'll correct him a little bit, but then I laugh again to let him know that it's not as stressful as it really needs to be. It's like I started applying it to smaller details and it makes a huge difference.
Like what?
So in that video, people keep complaining when he was doing the skim blade, when he came down the wall and it just soaked to the floor.
Yeah.
Like I could have been so mad. I know my boss would have just yelled at me, but I was like,
Well,
at
you
the
had a
end,
you had a drop cloth down.
that's because I know about it. But that's because I know to prepare now. So I was like, at the end of the day, it took me an extra 30 seconds to clean up. It wasn't that big of a deal. He learned not to do it again. So I take it as it took me 30 seconds to teach him this very valuable skill and him not having to be cleaning it up off the floors to figure it out himself. I was like, to me,
The bigger lesson is that you posted a video of you training somebody who doesn't know how to do it, and you had the courage to throw it out there, and with the idea that you would get criticism. Now,
yeah,
I think the big inhibitor of people saying or doing anything is the fear of what other people will think.
I
A big
completely agree.
giant. So maybe in this story that you're telling, there was an aspect of safety, where on the internet we don't have that. You just have to unabashedly let go of those inhibitions and posts
Yeah.
and it's valuable because we're talking now. So
Hmm.
you caught my attention and you've caught other people's attention. Your page is growing rapidly, and
I'm
just
really surprised by that.
you're gonna do good. You're gonna do good. And I don't know why, but I have an affinity for up and coming influencers, maybe. And I think you're in that category. And
Oh,
I think
sweet.
the thing that separates people that get free tools and do heavy influencing from the people that don't, because people might sit back and say, oh, why don't I get free tools? Like all these guys out there that are posting every day get free tools. Well, they're
Mhm.
posting every day. Like even if it's stupid or you think it's stupid or don't think it's stupid, that person, you're watching them, man. They are
Mhm.
on there every day and they're throwing it out there and they're getting criticism, and that's okay. You can't care what those people think.
Yeah.
Those are the people that the tool companies want to target because they're putting information out every day. It's
That's
important.
awesome. Yeah, it's a
I
really good way to
mean,
look at it.
if you want
That's
to
what,
do that,
yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to do. So, like I told you, I'll work with any tool brand at all. Like, I don't care. I have DeWalt, I've got Milwaukee, I've got Ryobi, I've got it all. I've got Harbor Freight. So that's why I was like, I want,
you're a whore. You're
thank
a
you.
tool whore.
Thanks. I appreciate the compliment.
Oh my
My truck
goodness.
looked like it was for sure. Oh man, that truck was wrecked. It's a brand new truck, and I just had it trashed with drywall finishing. So I was like, what am I doing? So that's another reason I wanted to buy the trailer so I can keep everything clean.
Yeah, I like that. And there's no static between your current wife, ex-fiance, brother, ex-fiance's brother. There's no
Yeah.
static there.
No, because
Okay.
everybody forgives each other. Actually,
Everybody forgives each other.
my
Move
wife
on.
my wife reached out to her and she actually asked
Okay.
me first. She was like, "Would you be upset if I tried to be friends with her?" And I was like, "No, I would love that." Like we're all supposed to just forgive each other.
I'd be careful. I'd be careful with that. Like church or no church, it's delicate.
Yeah, no, people, it's hard to forgive for sure, but
Yeah.
to me, it's worth the effort and the pain because when you talk to somebody, that's what you're going to think about. If somebody hurts you or like anything, that's something you're going to remember, but why do you have to let that reflect your entire view of that person? Like,
What's your current wife's name?
Jacqueline.
Jacqueline. Shout out to Jacqueline.
Thanks, man. She's beautiful and she helps me and she's smart, man. She's way
Yeah,
smarter
she
than me.
sounds smart. How long have you two been married?
Since December 28th of 2024, so brand new.
Beautiful. God,
Hmm.
you're
We
just
got
getting your
married.
life started. You can have kiddos.
Yeah, I'm trying to train my uncle or my nephew right now what not to do. I was walking him around the house showing him my motorcycles. I was like, "This will get you chicks if you drive fast enough." So I'm teaching him
Yeah.
all the lessons he needs to
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I'm doing my job.
Okay. All right.
So
But
I'll
and
I'll get
you guys would like to have kiddos maybe.
eventually. Yeah.
Okay. Well, early on, you said your wife was part of the inspiration behind this cleaning that you're doing. You're sort of doing like, and I like that too, because cleaning a clean space is also an representation. Some people can be dirty on the outside and clean on the inside, and vice versa. And what I mean by that is like you can see people that are really well put together, but they're completely messed up. You
Yeah.
know, they look like they're put together, but they're a disaster.
Oh yeah.
I think the outside reflection has a lot to do with that. Also, I think that work, how we work, cleaning our tools,
Mm,
cleaning the bucket. And this is something I learned from the union, but like clean mixing area.
mm,
Uh, and people will poo-poo that, and that's fine. I've also worked with good finishers that have dirty tools. That's fine too. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care as long as the wall looks good. But you can do that and have a clean area. And that goes to organization in the trailer, the garage, the studio, whatever.
yeah. No,
So
definitely. I agree. I spent
she
so
she inspired you to do that, or was this something because you said you wanted to do it for your dad?
well. There's yeah. I had a lot of time to just sit there and reflect. So like I actually just sent my dad a voice memo of me crying, saying like just telling him I love him and appreciated everything he's done, like the hard work.
Love it.
Because do you think it was easy to fly up scaffolding with one leg because you loved your family? That ain't easy to do. I'm like, why can't I try to at least match that energy?
Yeah.
So he inspired me there, and then my wife. So he inspired me to work harder. Which if I didn't have the cleaning aspect from my wife, it would have just made me even messier. So she has OCD in a little bit, so she was always like walking around like cleaning up everything, and I was like, "What are you doing that for?" And then she starts to explain, and I'm like, "Oh, that does kind of make a lot of sense." So I'm like,
Sure.
"Yeah, yeah, just
Sure.
keep
And
it up."
people, when you get married, I mean, people will live differently. Somebody
Mm,
might keep the cap off the toothpaste or whatever. It's not the end of the world, but it might frustrate you.
yeah,
I think being married, it's like learning to live with those differences and appreciate the imperfections in one another a little
yeah.
bit.
I think somebody told me the reason it annoys you is because it's something you need to work on, and then I started thinking about
Ah,
that. I started thinking about that, and I'm like, "Ah, you're right. Ah,
yeah,
you're right." Yep. So then I just, instead of getting upset by it, it just helped me to realize, okay, that's something I can work on. Let me work on that.
yeah, yeah.
So
But your dad didn't run Elite
no,
Drywall.
he runs Preferred Drywall here in Grand Rapids, Michigan as well.
Okay. And
Yep.
what's
So
your
he has
dad's name?
Daniel.
Same as my dad.
Oh, really? That's awesome. Nice. How old's your dad?
75. What am I
Oh
thinking?
man, age just
Yeah.
keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. How's he
Yeah,
doing?
75. He's good. He golfs. He's ornery. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's doing his job then.
Yeah.
He's doing his part for
Yeah.
society. I like it. He's
He's uh he's going through like a repentance sort of period. Like he's started going to like a church in Florida, which is kind of weird.
Mm,
Um but yeah, he's screwed up a lot.
mm. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry to
And
hear
he's
that.
like he's trying to figure it out. Good
Yeah,
guy, good enough guy, but like that forgiveness thing, like I'm the only person in our family that talks to the guy. Like
yeah,
if it wasn't for my capacity to put shit
yeah,
down,
yeah.
he wouldn't have anybody.
That's really
Like,
good. Man, I'm proud of you for that, Nick. That because you have all this other stuff you can focus on, but what showed me is the value of your time. Like I could spend time doing something else, but when you give your time to somebody else, that's what makes it valuable. So I try when I do talk to people now, I try to give them my full attention and like because this is valuable to me. I'm
yeah,
benefiting so much from
me
you. Why
too.
wouldn't I? Like we're both benefiting from each other, so why don't we give each other our full attentions? Everybody now is like
Yeah.
so like I was even on I FaceTimed my dad yesterday to show him my work trailer. Super excited to show him because I knew it would make him proud. And I was like, Dad, look at this. And I literally had to stop and be like, Dad, like, look at me. Like, I'm here. Talk to me. He was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. Like, he didn't even realize he was doing it. But like, then he like focused in. So like, that's just something
Oh
that
yeah.
we all got to
Yeah.
work on that.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
do it too. So
Yeah. But Daniel, he still has preferred.
yep. Nope. He's running it currently in the office upstairs here.
Why aren't you? How come you started your own thing? How come you're not like a
I
superintendent with preferred?
so I'm doing a lot of jobs through them. So I do a lot of their
Okay.
warranty work. So we do have so
Okay.
I got a lot of the same connections from him.
Okay.
So we're working
Why did you want to split away and do your own thing? Not that that's bad. I'm just
well,
curious.
I think we can just put it all in together at the end of the day. Because
Okay.
eventually I can take in his work once he's done with it. So that
Do
can just
you have like your own like business license and things like that?
mhm.
Why'd you want to do that though? Why don't you just stay with preferred and
See what I can do.
see what you can do? I like it. Okay.
If I would like to choose. I heard to make the 20s your riskiest point of your life because at any other time you can go broke and you have to just be stressed that you're broke. I have the support system to be able to risk it right now. Like
Yeah.
it's worth it for me to risk it. My wife tells me she's like, I don't understand why you're trying, and I'm like, because I know I can do it. It's worth the risk. Like I calculated it. I know that we'll make it work if it doesn't work. But I'm like, what's the harm in just calling people and talking to them?
Love it. Yeah,
I'm like,
that's shoot, that's a big one. Well, and people feel like they have to figure it out in their 20s. What people in their 20s, myself included, don't realize is how young you think you're old, like even 30, like you think you're old, and then all of a sudden you turn around and you're 49. You have time in your 20s to research,
mhm.
basically, you know, but
That's
this is calculated research because you know how to drywall. And you don't have to
but
give any of that money to your dad. That all
yeah.
goes into your business.
Yeah. So
How do you like running a business?
I love it. I love the being able to take on more responsibility. It makes me more confident around the house. Like if I need something to get done, I know it's something I can handle. I don't have to worry about. That's what I was telling people because I started reaching out to more companies, like companies that I don't know anything about. Like the trailer I went and bought yesterday. I
Yeah.
use trailers all the time, but I don't know anything about them. I know they work, but I just buy the ones that I know work. So I went down there yesterday and I let this guy, Michael, he walked me through everything. He like showed me the difference between all these trailers, what the wiring meant. And before I left, he was like under the car, like checking everything out. He was even testing the lights inside, found out that the light didn't work, and then went and like told me it was because of this fuse in my truck. So like that's the type of care you get with the people if you actually ask them because they're there for a reason. So just ask them.
Relationship. And so people mistake sales for like just I want to sell you something. I'm trying to sell you something. I want to get your money and you're going to get this product that I have. But it's not, it's deeper. We are
Yeah,
all creating like these relationships with other
yeah,
humans that and
exactly.
that's what we're talking about. And if you kind of go into a sales transaction or any type of deal with that attitude, you're just going to reap the benefits because not only are
Yeah.
you going to make the sale, but you're going to, it doesn't matter.
Hmm.
You're going to make the relationship, you
Yeah.
know, and
So
which is ultimately the big thing.
yeah. So there's two Bible principles that helped me do that. It was view others as better than yourself. Like we're all built equally, but I do realize that he knows a lot more about trailers than me. So why wouldn't I ask him about it while I'm there?
Yeah.
It's free and he's
Yeah.
being paid to do it. So that's what he wants to do. And then take more interest in others. Or hang on, what was the first one I just gave? My mind went blank. I'm sorry. Was
Interest to
more interest
interest
in
in
others.
others.
And then think of their benefit. Like when people go in and they, like you said earlier, they're like, why is that person getting free tools? Why is this? Like, it's
Right.
because when I went into that trailer sales yesterday, I told them it would benefit me, yes, to have you guys give me a deal. But
Yeah.
what I'm doing for you is also a benefit. I'm gonna be offering you advertising. I'm talking about them here. I'll post a video of me buying your trailer, like of you
Well,
showing me
let's
how
give
much
them a
you care.
shout out. What's the damn trailer
Yeah,
company?
it's USA Trailer Sales in Wayland. I've said it a couple times throughout here, but yeah, it's like the dude
I haven't
Michael.
read. I have to write it down, otherwise it
Oh,
doesn't stick in my brain.
that's why I'm really trying to get a desk at my house right now. Is I realized how much thought process. I get lost in here. I'm like, if I actually
Yeah.
put it down, I could actually probably remember it.
There's a statistic. There's an actual statistic of like it's like 90%. Like if I have to do something, I
Uh-huh.
have a to-do list on my phone. I have to have it. But like
Hmm.
if I put it in that list, it's pretty darn likely that it's going to get done.
Yeah.
If I don't, there's like 20% chance or 10% chance. Like, oh,
I
I have
s-
to do this thing. I
yeah.
have to start writing it down. Otherwise, it won't get done.
Yeah. See, I started using what I already have, like my phone and my AirPods. So like now, like I always wondered why people walked around with an AirPod in their ear, and I just thought that they were always just being obnoxious or whatever.
They're trying to be cool.
That's what I thought, and I was like, whatever, weirdos. Mine's blue. Do you have blue
Right.
AirPods? But
Right.
now that I'm working and like while I'm up on my stilts and I'm doing something, something clicks in my head and I'm like, crap, I need to write that down. So instead of having to climb down, I can just say, "Hey Siri, remind me of this tomorrow." And it says,
All right.
"Okay,
Hear that, Android users? Can you do that with the Android?
yeah, Apple, I think you only
They probably
assist.
can. They probably
Probably.
can.
They got that Gemini thing, the AI. That's pretty sweet. I don't know what's going on with that. The AI stuff is
I've
pretty.
been learning about AI lately, like on
Oh
my
yeah,
late night. It's not, I don't really do scrolling. I try to have everything have like some type of a purpose.
purpose. I like it.
So I do like though, it's which is a horrible habit, is to look at TikTok before bed.
Oh yeah,
Because if I look at it any other time of the day, I'll just get sucked in. It's super addictive. So I have to be careful of that. But what's been coming up on my feed is AI things. Like
Mm.
how powerful AI, like if I want to redo my website,
Uh-huh.
anything you want to do, it can do.
That's
If you know
crazy.
how to use it.
Yeah,
And so I've been learning, I've been just starting on the journey down this whole AI path because it's coming, people.
yeah,
Like whether you're on board or not, it's the same
yeah,
thing as the internet. Like, oh, I'll never do that.
yeah,
Well, it's here,
yeah.
like it's here whether you like it or not. Uh, how, and I think all of these things are tools, really. AI can't do a podcast with me and you having a conversation,
Hmm.
two humans. Unless you're an actual android and I don't know it,
At what
which would
point should I tell you that?
that would be a trip.
Oh yeah. Well, how do you
Um,
think I can do this?
but there's still a lot of things that AI can't do.
Yeah.
Luckily for us.
Mm.
Um, Oh, the cleanliness of the trailer. So I was talking about your dad. Your dad seems I'm sure he's proud of you. You did the separation. You want to run your own business. You are cleaning up stuff in your, so you've also taken this opportunity with the hurt hand to reflect on your exterior space. And you're like, I need to get this stuff cleaned up. I'm going to clean this up and then maybe move forth with more organization.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's even just having the young one with me helps you realize the stuff that you do that you don't realize. Like I used to just walk across the driveways with my muddy boots because I was like, that's
Yeah.
outside. I can still wash it with a hose later. But then you realize you're spending 2 hours scrubbing their driveway with power wash solution and a broom. It's like if I would have just put down a $3 drop cloth, I could have just drove away. So like that kind of
Yeah.
stuff makes me realize that if I spend $3, I can save 2 hours of my time every
Yeah.
job site. And if I'm on 3 job sites a day, that's 6 hours. That's a whole job I could be doing. It's like, that kind of
Yeah.
it speeds you up to be clean. All it takes is like an hour of prep in the beginning, and it saves me 3 or 4 hours throughout the whole day.
It's hard to realize that stuff too, unless you're working for somebody, unless
Hmm.
you're working for yourself. A lot of times, if you're working for somebody else, you don't realize why that boss is bitching at you for parking your car in somebody's driveway. Well, cars leak oil, and you can ruin a driveway if you park in somebody's driveway. Or
Hmm.
same thing, take off your shoes when you enter somebody's
Yeah.
house, or try to keep the house clean. I still get like 20 years in, like this lady was like, "You need to hire a cleaner," and I'm like, "Dude, lady, I'm as clean as they come. You could have
Right.
had some derelict in here, but I mean, there's people that are definitely cleaner than me. You watch
Hmm.
Call Jamie, like that guy. You I mean, he like pull. I saw one of his videos where he was pulling. Do you follow Call Jamie yet?
I don't think I've come across him, but I'm interested to hear
You
what you're
gotta follow.
saying.
Yeah, you gotta follow him. Oh, call Jamie. Like, so there's a video where he's pulling a masking on his floor, and then I was like, wow, like he gets all the way to the edge of the floor when he
Hmm.
does like his masking. But then like he was like, leave it cleaner than when you found it. And I mean, I've heard that before, but for
Hmm.
whatever reason on this one of the last videos he posted, like it really like was like, oh, okay. And then the next job. So this person just had floors put in, and she was like really nervous about the floors. And sure enough, man, I covered every square inch. I was very conscious. It's just a conscious level. And the floors were so clean when I got done. And a shout out to Call Jamie. These influencers have more, it's
Hmm.
not just about a tool. Like I'm watching, we're
Yeah.
watching what you people are doing from day to day and how you present yourself. So kind of like that.
Yeah, that's definitely what I was noticing too. It's like even just watching myself back in my videos is I kind of realized it's kind of just like football practice back when they would have you rewatch your highlights to see what you could change. Record yourself and see how much time you could have saved if you weren't scrubbing the floor that day. Like just look at how you're actually spending your day and see what kind of clean changes you can make and that kind of stuff makes because another thing was if you view it as your own property you're gonna clean it up a lot better.
Yeah.
If you spent the $50,000 to pour that concrete, you know you're putting down a $3 drop cloth. And like
Right.
I'm
Right.
walking into these houses that are like $3 million. I'm like, these people pay good money for this home. Why wouldn't like if this was mine and somebody came in here and left this here, I would be mad. I'm like,
Yeah.
so you view that and you're like, think about how the other person would react to this before you just leave.
Right.
It's
Right.
like just take the interest of others in before yourself, and it'll help
Yeah.
you. It saves yourself time too.
You've got Austin. Do you have anybody else? Is that it?
I've got a couple other smaller guys who help me here and there, but they're trying to start their own things too, and
Okay.
they're just helping me to learn the drywall skill. So I appreciate having them on there too.
Okay. But you could create like subs out of the deal.
That's what I was thinking. So the one guy's trying to get like into apartment complexes and stuff, and I'm like, I could
Okay.
take because I have a my business is legally Gold Star Construction, and I'm
Okay.
starting Elite Drywall. I'm
Okay.
thinking I can have my buddy who does really good in HVAC start an HVAC program. This guy, dude, because these are all really good characters. I'm like, we could all start our own thing. And like, we would all
Yes.
split. It wouldn't be me up here. I would be running the drywall part. So we would all be equals. So it's
Right.
all working together. It's not like a me sitting up here like now everybody do this for me,
I
you know?
like Gold Star. I like
Thanks, man.
that.
Yeah, and like all
Um,
my logos and stuff I've created with AI. Like you said, it's
okay.
just because I'm terrible at
Yeah.
computers. I'm just like, make a picture with this picture.
Yeah, but I mean, you're like in the zone. You're coming up with it.
Hmm.
Whereas, I grew up with a rotary phone,
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
know.
So I
That's
this
different. That's
yeah.
different world, dude. We didn't have phone. I didn't have no
It's
phone when I
so
was 20.
how would I
Forget
have
about it.
had how would I have been able to talk to you in less than a month if it wasn't for social media?
Crazy. Yeah, it's
It's
crazy.
crazy.
Well, and if you hadn't had a revelation and decided to like,
Cut my fingers off. Yeah.
cut your finger and then like let your freak flag fly, you got
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
So you are you don't do any new construction. I mean, you'd take that on,
Yeah,
right?
we do. We do.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
so we do
You
new
run the
homes.
tools. You run
Yeah.
all the tools.
Yeah, I've got tape tech, all the tape tech tools.
You're a tape tech guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
How come you don't use like Columbia or like that
well,
was like a dad thing?
do you know why? It's because I didn't know about them. That's why what I'm trying to do outside with my trailer is get in contact with Columbia so that
Oh,
I can,
okay.
because we have sub crews who I just took this sharpener and they're like
Yeah, but
buying,
you're using tape tech. Like, was your dad using tape tech or something?
yeah, because he didn't know about these small things either. So like now that I'm able to
Uh,
slow down, that's what I'm trying to do with the trailer is get small companies to send me stuff so I can bring it to these $3 million sites
yeah,
and let these people see because like DeWalt, I feel like DeWalt and them they had their time in my mind. I'm like, let's take their idea. Like I'm still buying their tools because they're good, but like
yeah,
we can take their ideas and we can grow from that. we don't have to just only buy them. Like I'm like these guys that we're talking to,
What do you mean take their ideas?
not like take what they've done. So kind of like what my dad did. My dad's given me all this knowledge. So take the
But what do
knowledge
you
that we
mean
have.
take what they've done? Like DeWalt tools, what have they done?
So like the
What do you mean?
the quality that they've been able to put into tools, like they're
Okay.
so like I love being able to talk to smaller companies who take the ideas and like what has worked and
Okay.
take more problems that they come into with those tools and try to adapt to them. Like black marks with your trowel you were talking about.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you noticed using your trowel that it's working good, but there's a small problem. That's the type of stuff I'm trying to show is that people are realizing these things and we're making newer, better tools every day.
Yeah,
So
you wouldn't
that's
believe the amount of problems that I've had to solve.
exactly.
And then yeah, you don't know about the big secret, which is Fresco Harmony yet. You will. It's like a another thing you could offer your clients. Like, oh, we can do a Venetian plaster looking wall with joint compound.
Oh
I,
yeah,
I
yeah,
I
you
can
were
do
telling me
that.
that. That was
Yeah,
sweet. Yeah, I
yeah.
love that kind of stuff, man. I
We'll
so
talk.
I'll
We'll
have to
talk. We'll talk more about it. But
sounds good.
yeah, you have to order like I have a thing where like I'll send you a link and then you can request a free sample pack. And then I just send it to you. And then you can try it out.
I'm sorry, what was that? I kind of blanked out for a moment. I don't even know why. Like, see, that's the type of stuff like my brain went running in a different direction and I kind of just like
What
zoned
were
out.
you thinking? What were you thinking about?
The walls. Like I was just picturing what those walls look like. Like I was just trying to picture. Like in
Oh,
my head,
oh.
I was playing with it in my mind. So that's the kind of
Well,
stuff
you
that
gotta follow the Fresco Harmony page. So there's a Fresco Harmony Instagram page. That's simple.
I'll find.
But no, I was saying that you can get a free sample pack.
Okay.
I have like a link that I send you a link. You go there, put in your like name, address, and like what your company is, how many
Perfect.
years you've been in business, and I send you a free sample pack, and then you
Sweet.
can try it. You can not try it, whatever you want to do.
So that's
But
exactly what I'm trying to do is get companies to just like
yeah,
even if you take like $200 out of your advertisement because that's what I'm trying to do is advertise. Like I'm trying to make a mobile workshop. Like people go to these conferences all the time, like they travel to find the new tools. I could
hmm
have I'm trying to do I don't remember what I called it. It was like a clever little name, but it's basically a rolling operating see what people are creating like that this blade thing I'm going to have it set up in my work trailer so when I go to job sites
nice,
I'm usually there for like an hour at a time but I show up at such different times that I'm exposed to painters
right,
plumbers
right,
every tilesmen so I'm exposed to everything which is why what I do is so valuable is anybody
yeah.
can send me anything and if I can figure out how to put it in my shop I pulled up and I'm like I'll just put stuff on my tailgate and I'm like, if this helps you, you can try it out. So I've had guys like on site just like playing with the blade sharpener and they order it because
Cool.
they were like, I've seen this online, but the guy was wearing super clean Carhartt bibs and I just figured it was a gimmicky type of deal. So
Sure.
people don't understand the power of having it in your hand.
Doing a simple video and showing how effective it is or a
Exactly.
tool. Like you should definitely be making tape tech videos every time you're running those tools.
I haven't run
And
them since I've started
like
running them, but yeah.
also anything you're already using. That's just
Mm,
a natural segue because it's like I use this thing, I like it. As
yeah.
opposed to finding new things to use. I'm
Mm,
already using this system. It works for
smart.
me. Check this out.
Okay.
For
Smart.
sure.
Smart.
You're already using a ton of brands that you love.
Yeah.
Give them a shout out.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll just have to do that. As I'm
Yeah.
putting the trailer together, I'll do that kind of stuff.
There you go. Yeah, or
Yeah.
throw a thing on the outside. I'm actually going to be at the Tape Tech booth in Dallas,
Awesome, man.
showing Fresco Harmony. So Dallas, the Build Show. It's the second annual Build Show coming up.
Nice.
So that's a big deal. Great guys, great company. With the last episode that just dropped was Robbie Worrell, episode 148, the head of Tape Tech, like
Nice.
the dude that runs the show.
That's
Yeah,
sweet,
it's a
dude.
good company. It's pretty
That's
cool.
awesome. I love
Yeah,
companies with just good guys that you can talk to like that.
Eli is on his own. You are a newlywed, 22 years old, almost 23 tomorrow.
Right.
By the time this airs, you will be 23. Um, I'm impressed, man. You are doing really, really well for yourself at such a young age. Your dad should be proud. You seem like a really good guy.
Thanks, man.
Is there
Literally,
is there anything we
all
left out?
no, I mean nothing I've get taken. I'll save that for the pearl of wisdom that we were talking about.
What is it? Let's have it, man.
So you asked me for it. I think the most natural thing could be that what was just about to come out of my mouth is nothing I'm
Okay.
doing is what I've taken is given from this world. Nothing. I've come into this world with nothing. Everything I do is because of what somebody else has either taught me or taken the patience to show me. So that's what inspires me to take patience and show other people.
Nice. Do unto others, right?
Yep, the Bible, applying the Bible in my life at a young age, like that, that's in the Bible, like that kind of stuff.
Hmm.
It's right in front of us. It's so funny.
Yeah, yeah. The
Oh, yeah,
golden rule. It's a good
yeah.
one. Just
So
for
there's
what
the
it's worth.
golden rule. Have you heard of the platinum rule?
No.
So I'll have to look up the scripture and send it to you. But it's treat people the way that they want to be treated or how they deserve to be treated, not how you want to be treated.
Mm,
Just treat them the way they deserve to be treated.
sure. I
That's a
like
really
it.
it's a really good because like that helped me with my wife a lot is there's things that I want, but it's not like it has to happen my way. It's like treat them with respect because that's the way that we should, you know? It's the way they
Yeah.
want. They want and they deserve to be respected, so we should treat them with respect.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, you know?
She sounds like kind of a badass.
Dude, she makes me look like nothing. If she started a
Yeah.
TikTok channel, she would be twice as successful as me.
Yeah. She doesn't
So
do anything with the social media or anything like that.
no, she's got some social anxieties and stuff we're trying to work through. I mean, I had them up until last month. I don't even know what I'm doing talking to you right now, Nick, but here we are.
We dug in a little bit. We dug in a little bit. You had a shift. You had some type
Yeah.
of a shift. It's very
Hmm.
interesting. Not everybody comes to that, especially as early in life as you have. I think we fleshed that out. I think it's cool. Part of me is like, well, why? Why did you have this shift? And there's no, you know, there was one time an analogy was made to me with the washing machine. It's like you put the bleach, you put the laundry detergent in the little thing, you close the door, put the whites in there. Sometime and then you open the door and those clothes are white. And it's like, I don't know if that whiteness happened right when you close the door or just before you take them out, you
Uh,
know,
that's
like that.
awesome. I really like that. That's a really good one, Nick. Yeah,
Well, and that one was given freely to me by somebody in AA who's no longer with us. Fabulous guy.
congratulations. Congratulations. Are you still
But
sober or
yeah, 21
nice?
years. 21,
Congratulations. My
21
uncle,
years.
congratulations. My uncle just turned 5 months, so I'm really proud of you, man.
Oh, wow.
That's a
Yeah, he's
real
at the start.
that's a really, really big accomplishment, man. I'm really proud of you, Nick. I'm sure you
Yeah.
don't hear it enough, man. So
Thank you.
I just want to let you know that.
I was young, and oddly enough, it started exactly when Fresco Harmony started. Pretty much, I was doing color and joint compound be prior,
Mm.
but yeah, it wasn't serving me, man.
Yeah. You
Nothing,
got
nothing. It wasn't working.
mm,
And so, luckily, I've gotten to stay clean.
nice. Nice.
I don't want to. Yeah, I cannot express enough the benefits of, get taking alcohol out of my life. But
Yeah.
if you can use it and you can be successful with it, I think that's great. 5 months for you, that's an even bigger deal because it's way harder
Yeah.
at the start.
Yeah, no, he's doing really good, so we're proud of him too. So,
Yeah. But I mean, too, I think aside from, religion,
hmm
it's very much higher power oriented. There's a lot, you're in a group, people share their stories with each other, and you learn from each other. And that's how people actually stay clean is by
exactly.
sharing with one another. That's the secret sauce. A lot of people don't know that.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool though.
That's basically how our church is
Yeah,
what people call it is organized. It's
yeah.
people
There's
we are
parallels.
Yeah, we've got microphones that go down the aisles so that the people in the congregation get to share their own thoughts and experiences on what they've gone through. So it's
Great.
not just like a guy standing in front of you talking to you. It's really powerful when you get to hear the experiences from 90-year-old people who tell you that they went through the same thing in life and this is what you can do different. It's no different than
Right.
talking. It's no different than talking to you because you know way more about this industry. So I'm going to give you the respect to tell you me about it. It's just
Yeah.
give people the respect to talk to you.
Well, there's a bunch of cool people in the industry that I've gotten to interview. Big Dog that are super religious now. Big Dog, the Robbie. We talk a little bit about his religion and church. With the dude with tape tech. Not everybody,
Hmm.
but yeah, occasionally.
Yeah.
Wolfgang with Can Am. You should reach out to him.
Wolfgang with Can-Am. Is that the
Yeah.
side by side Can-Am or something different?
No Can Am tools.
Oh, okay.
Semi-automatic drywall tools.
Oh, sweet. Ouch.
Yeah.
Cat.
Yeah.
He didn't like
He
that.
got you. He
It
got you.
did. It said, don't do it. But I think I'm going to do it anyways. I can't wait to rewatch this video so I can make a bunch of notes like you are. I would see, I should be doing it during the program like you.
Look at
You're
my
more,
notes. Look, nothing. There's nothing. I
man.
got your names. You know when I really take the notes is when I go through and listen again. And then
Mm,
that's when I write my whole script. So then I do
yeah,
a script for the
nice.
intro and
That's sweet.
outro. But yeah, there's
Nice,
like a
man.
little process. What's his name again? Phoenix.
Phoenix, yep.
Yeah, Phoenix the cat. I like it. Eli Smallwood out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, ELI.TE. And that's your Instagram handle, correct?
Correct, yep.
Okay. A very young, 23 years old when this drops. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast today, man. This was awesome, right?
Yeah, man. Thanks for the opportunity. Yeah, I was a little
I
stressed out.
loved it.
Like I told you, I was definitely nervous and stressed, but like I told you, once we get started, I just forget about everything and just talk to you like a
Yeah.
human. Like I
Yeah.
talk to you like we're best friends already, and guess what? It
Yeah,
turns out
I
like you
like
are.
you. I like you. You and you. I'm inspired by what you're up to. Because I look at it now um just being. I'm 49, so like being around this long, I look at it differently now.
Mhm.
And I was nowhere near where you're at 22,
But
man. So
the reason
be proud of
the
yourself.
thank you. The only reason I am is because of what my father did for me. I like that's why I was crying to him in the voicemails. He basically fast forwarded me 20 years. I was able to learn from all the things that he did and what didn't work. And then he taught me those lessons when I was 10 working with him. So I don't want to say I knew what to do, but I had a pretty good idea of what to expect to come. So I
Yeah.
was able to plan ahead for the things that I was going to come up against. And I can't thank him enough for everything he's done for me. So
Yeah,
really
huge
appreciate it.
shout out to Daniel.
Hmm.
And yeah, and it sounds like he continues to inspire you, so that's super
Definitely.
awesome.
No, I was gonna say it made me feel like such a bad son when I opened up his door, his garage door, because he's limited with what he can do with his legs. So like his garages have always been messy, and I've never taken the initiative to clean it for him. So like now I'm out there organizing my tools, and I'm just kind of organizing his at the same time. And I'm like, it doesn't take me any more time. I'm already here doing it. Like it's just think about the interest of others, man. Just do it.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. You'll be
Yeah.
happier. I
Outward
guarantee it.
focus.
Yeah.
That's really smart. People don't have, but that doesn't occur to people. It
Hmm.
doesn't occur to people to be considerate.
Yeah.
When you consider other people, it's very important,
Yeah,
you know?
people get super awkward when they get complimented, right? Like they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
don't." Have you ever had somebody smile and not felt good? Like make somebody smile and you've never felt good?
Yeah, I do it all. I mean, I'm practiced at it. So
Yeah.
yeah, if
But
you
that
like in the grocery store or you just ask somebody how their day
yeah,
is,
exactly.
you can change somebody's day. Yeah.
I've seen their faces go from to big old smiles just because you actually asked them how they're doing and they said good and I'm like, "Good. Can you tell me something positive that you're going to do today?" And they're like, "Whoa, like what do you mean? Like there's more to this conversation?" And it like makes them feel cared about. Like just small things like that. Actually makes your heart happier than somebody complimenting you because
Oh yeah.
there's more happiness in giving than there
Yeah.
is in receiving.
Absolutely. Like Wayne Dyer talks about that, the actual serotonin, the endorphin
Hmm.
kick that you get. It's physical. It's like science that
Smiles
you
are
get
contagious.
from giving somebody like a compliment or something like
Yeah,
that. It's very
yeah,
powerful.
exactly.
Good note to end on.
Yeah,
Very inspirational. I appreciate you and coming on the podcast today. Check out Eli's page if you haven't. He is an up and coming powerhouse in the drywall community. Uh, yeah, and we'll talk soon, man. And if you can think of it, or if you want to, if you have questions, you can message me on Instagram on the Drywall Podcast page.
sounds good,
Just let me
man.
know.
Sounds good, Nick. I really appreciate the opportunity you've given me here, man. And thank you so much.
All right, sir. Have a good rest of your day. We'll talk
Yeah,
soon.
you too, man. Bye.
Bye. Huge shout out to Eli for being with us on the Drywall Podcast today. You, sir, are a scholar and a gentleman. I'm extremely impressed. You guys should go follow his page. It's a lot of fun, and he's very knowledgeable about the trade as well. Also, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Mudskip for sponsoring the Drywall Podcast in the month of October. It's because of sponsors like Mudskip that I get to bring you amazing content like Eli. If you don't know about Mudskip, it's this cool powder that goes into all-purpose mud and quick-setting mud and kind of turns it into a plaster-esque type material that you can do wet-on-wet coats with. It's pretty cool, but you've really got to try it yourself. You can find some at www.mudskip.com. That's 2Ds, MUDDSKIP.com. Also, you can ask me questions if you need to at info@frescoharmony.com. I'd love to answer your questions anytime. Join us next Friday as we usher in Sean Fawcett, aka Fozzie, for his second appearance on the show. He was on all the way back in episode 77. It's pretty good. You might want to recap just so that you can be up to speed when his show airs next Friday. Signature finish renovations. Great guy, etc., etc. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Drywall Podcast. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, or if you're heading into the week, I hope it's an awesome one. And remember, keep drywalling.